So the huge international news of the day is, of course, that US President Donald Trump has said that the United States is withdrawing from the Paris Climate Accord. He is making good on one of his key campaign pledges. For more on this story that is rocking the world as we speak, we connect to our Ro Aram. So Aram, this was widely expected and is part of his America First policy. Trump said the exit from the 2015 agreement was to help the country's oil and coal industries, and that the deal was hurting American jobs. And this sounds incredibly similar to his campaign rhetoric.
It certainly does, Mark. Mr. Trump said it was his solemn duty to protect America and its citizens. Here's the moment he made the announcement at the White House.
As president, I can put no other consideration before the well-being of American citizens. Thus, as of today, the United States will cease all implementation of the non-binding Paris Accord and the draconian financial and economic burdens the agreement imposes on our country.
Mr. Trump said he would work with the Democrats to seek ways to negotiate what he called a better deal for the United States.
Our citizens to harsh economic. I'm willing to immediately work with Democratic leaders to either negotiate our way back into Paris under the terms that are fair to the United States and its workers, or to negotiate a new deal that protects our country and its taxpayers. So if the obstructionists want to get together with me, let's make them non-obstructionists.
He blamed the Paris Agreement, which was reached by nearly 200 countries 2 years ago, of being more favorable to economies like China and India, and that it was hurting American oil and coal industries as well as jobs.
Compliance with the terms of the Paris Accord and the onerous energy restrictions that is placed on the United States could cost America as much as 2.7 million lost jobs by 2025. In short, the agreement doesn't eliminate coal jobs. It just transfers those jobs out of America and the United States and ships them to foreign countries. This agreement is less about the climate and more about other countries gaining a financial advantage over the United States.
While the announcement was welcomed by Trump's supporters, it brought widespread criticism, with former President Barack Obama immediately releasing a statement. He said that even as the Trump administration joins a handful of nations that reject the future, he is confident that cities and businesses will step up to lead the way to protect for future generations. Mayors of 61 U.S. cities have joined together to reaffirm their commitment to the Paris deal, pushing for new action to tackle global warming and adhere to guidelines stipulated in the accord. Also, the governors of Washington State, New York and California have announced the formation of the so-called United States Climate Alliance, a coalition that will convene U.S. states committed to upholding the agreement. The leaders of France, Germany and Italy said the Paris deal will not be renegotiated, vowing to push ahead with it, and the EU and China are set to issue a joint statement backing the accord.